Welcome to your MAT 118 course, Quantitative Reasoning. This is your first workshop here. And the one thing that needs to be emphasized with all of our workshops is the concept of the material builds upon one another. And so just to explain it a little further, this first workshop is going to deal with real numbers, whole numbers, percentages, exponents. We're going to try to build a very solid foundation of arithmetic skills. Then in the next workshop, we're going to take it one or two steps further to solve some expressions, solve some equations. And so we just got to keep in mind that the material builds upon the previous topic. Each topic that comes along in this course is not necessarily a new topic. I know in many math courses, when a new chapter comes along, teachers often present things as if they're brand new, when in essence, it's just an extension of the previous topic. And so the topics that we'll be covering in this particular workshop will be interpreting some pie charts, bar charts. Then there'll be algebraic methods to simplify real numbers, like we said, expressions, fractions, decimals, percentages. So we have all these different concepts, and we're going to take it one or two steps further in the next workshop and use all this knowledge and material for the next topic. And the one underlying emphasis that's in this particular course and also workshop, demonstrate quantitative reasoning skills with accurate calculations. So we really want to emphasize, active listening, active learning, active thinking, which is, in a nutshell, it's the essence of critical thinking and problem solving. Now that is the number one goal for any type of math course, is to try to build up that abstract parts of our mind in order to think differently, to be problem solvers. Again, that's one of many things that's missed in our society, especially with the emphasis of all these standardized testing, is the true goal of math course, true goal of math education, is to train that different part of our brains that some of us are just not used to using on a daily basis. So, just in general, let's take a look at the assignments for this workshop. So for workshop 1, we have the biblical wisdom. It's like a devotional. We'll dive into different things. Then the next, we'll have a discussion. And for each discussion, the math discussions in particular, I'm going to try to make an intro video to try to help walk through different steps. And the workshop 1, we do have some math skills, and it's also will be done in Excel. Now we then will have the ALEKS homework assignments. Now this is done in a complete different system, but it's all accessible right through this course. So when you're looking at the navigation, that left navigation, you'll see a link in the bottom left-hand corner. Now in that link, you want to make sure that, you want to make sure you go through various steps to ensure that the ALEKS system works. And if you refer to the opening announcements, I have a little blurb in there about the ALEKS system. And now one of the things that I have in there is go into this website here. It's the link is right in the open announcement. It's troubleshooting. It's to make sure it goes through a checklist to ensure that the ALEKS will work on your browser the way it currently is set up. Make sure you have the pop-ups turned off. If you don't have it turned off, in that URL bar, you'll see a little X if you're using Google Chrome. And I believe it's similar in Mozilla Firefox. Firefox and Chrome usually work the best with this program. So just make sure you go through and you have all your checks, everything's working well, ALEKS is going to work properly, and we're good. So you want to make sure you do that. And then you'll be able to proceed with the ALEKS homework assignment. And in that ALEKS system, again, I'll have a review video right below this that walks through some examples, some topics, just to help get you started. And it's a very unique system. It's an adaptive learning software, which means it actually emphasizes what I just talked about, how material builds upon one another. And as you're working through it, if all of a sudden you find yourself getting some questions wrong, it'll do a knowledge check for you to bring it back to the previous material to help build you back up. Just to emphasize the knowledge, the notion that everything builds upon one another. And so that's the ALEKS assignment. Now the quiz. The quiz is right in the classroom. You'll access it there. But the one thing I want to emphasize is make sure that you take a PDF and screenshot of your results. the system that it's housed in will not allow us to keep the highest attempt. You'll have multiple attempts. I believe it's set for like 15. I don't think anyone's going to use all 15, but you never know. Make sure you go in there, you try and you take a PDF and a screenshot just to verify that your highest attempt. And you can do it at the end of each one. Otherwise, it'll just simply, I don't have any record. It won't let me access any previous attempts. So it'll just keep the last attempt. But if you have that documentation, I will do a grade override and put that highest attempt in. So make sure you take note of that. Now, also for the quizzes and all assessments, I'm going to try to post a quiz review video for you as well. And I will try to have that posted. If I'm not able to edit and post it within the quiz assignment area, I will have that posted in an announcement. So just in general, we got 4 assignments. We have the devotional, we have Building the Wisdom devotional, we have the math discussion, the ALEKS homework, and then the quiz. And just keep in mind, I am here for you. I have my my texting number or cell phone number that you can text available. You can text me, email me. I see emails and texts much quicker than questions that are put into the forums. So just make sure if you want to get a hold of me, you want a quick response or quicker than the norm, email or text, and I'll see that first. I just need to emphasize, this is a newer course, and we'll be going through this together. And I'm here as not just your professor, but also a student advocate as well. I love my students. I will try everything that I can to position you to be as successful as possible in this course. So here we go. Workshop 1 is on its way.